Here we are again, and we've got our project almost done. We now have a sick time slider, which tells us how much time the dots spend sick divided by 10. So this would be a 1 second sick time. You can see these guys blinking every second. And then how much, what percent isolation you have. I like to move these sliders up towards the top a little bit. And I also like to keep track of some of the variables, which is how many people I have and my percent sick and things like that. So let's see. I'm going to show my total people. So here's my total people. I have 200, and move that up here. And my sick, I have 84 sick people right now. Goes up and down, of course. And and then how many healthy I have. So I'm going to show my healthy. Let's see, there's my healthy. Okay, and I'm going to slide these up like this. All right, now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my infectiousness. So right now, 100% of the dots are infectious, or whenever a blue dot encounters a red dot, it becomes infected. So I'm going to go ahead and set a new slider, or create a new slider. So I'm going to take my variables, my infectious rate, and I'm going to show that. Infectious percent, why didn't that show up? Oh, it's underneath. Haha. I see it right there. Infectious. And I'm going to slide him over here. And I'm going to make that a slider as well. So let's go ahead and make that a slider. And so I'm going to click on the control on my Mac, but for you it's probably Alt. And then I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to change it to a slider. And I'm going to change it from 100% to 0%. So now you'll see everybody get well, hopefully. No, why are they not getting well? Let's see. Looks like I'm not using the infectious rate. Oh, right, of course, I'm not using my infectious rate. I just say wait until touching color red, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say if a random number is less than the infectious rate, then I'm going to do all these things. So I'm going to say if, let's see, if the infectious rate is 100, I want everyone to get sick. So I'm going to choose a number between 1 and 100, pick random 1 and 100. And if you are less than the infectious rate, then do these things. So if infectious rate, let's see, infectious percent. Hi, I'm doing something for my class. I'm recording my audio. So don't sing or don't even talk because I'm recording something for my class, please. So if this number 1 to 100 is less than the infectious rate, then I will do these things. Okay, here we go. Thwack. And I'll put these underneath my red. So if I'm touching red, and then if this is true, do these things. Otherwise, do nothing. Oh, look, and everyone got healthy. So let's go ahead, and my infectious rate is 100%. So everybody's going to get sick, right? But if I say my infectious rate is lower, like only 30% of people get sick when they're touching a red dot, then suddenly there are going to be a lot more blue dots as everyone gets healthier, especially if I change the time, how long they're sick for. Let's see, it looks like everyone's still saying getting pretty sick, so why is that? Let's think. My sick time is low. Let's increase my isolation a little bit. So pick random 1 to 100. If that's less than the infectious rate, my infectious rate is 31, then get sick. Otherwise, wait, get healthy. What do you think? Why is this not working so well? Doesn't seem to be working like I would have expected it to. Like if my infectious rate is 0, nobody should be getting sick. But it looks like there's still, oh, I probably need to change my starting infectious rate. So I start my infectious rate at 100%. Let's start my infectious rate at, I don't know, 50%. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's 50, isolation is 50, sick time, we're going to start sick time at 50 as well, so 5 seconds. Okay, so let's see if everybody gets sick. Seems like a lot of people are getting sick still, while dots are getting sick. So let's go ahead and change a few things. Let's change my isolation rate to 80%. See if people start to get healthier. Still is a lot of people sick. Change it to 90%. And they should be getting healthy after 5 days. Why are they not getting healthy? I would think this number would be dropping. Well, it is dropping. It's not dropping quite as quickly as I would have thought with 93% isolation. Let's change to 100% isolation, just make sure everybody gets healthy. Yes, they clearly get healthy. Except these guys should not always be getting each other sick. At some point they should be okay. Yep, they're okay. Because they only should be getting each other sick half the time. All right, so this allows you to sort of play with a lot of different variables to create a different environment. So if I say my sick time is this, my isolation, well now no one's going to be sick because everybody's healthy. But if I start out like this with my 5 dots, I say my isolation is 93%, my infectiousness is 23%, and my sick time is low, I might be able to keep my sick people pretty low. Now here's the thing that's interesting, is that this disease is particularly dangerous if the hospitals are overloaded. So that's why we created a number or a variable for hospital overload or hospital capacity. I think we have somewhere, hospital capacity. So we should set hospital capacity to something at the start. So I'm going to go ahead and set hospital capacity to 40. So that means that 20% of my people can be sick, and I can put them in the hospital. And if this number exceeds 40, I will say, you know, alert, alert, alert. I'll start flashing my hospital sign down here. So like hospitals overloaded. So let's go ahead and do that in the next video. That if my sick is above 40, then I'm going to make my hospitals overloaded. And also, I think that part of my problem is probably my speed is too fast. So I'm going to change this to like a much slower speed so that people have a chance to actually recover without bouncing into each other. All right, so let me go and fix my, well, let me record this video or get this video set, and then we'll do the hospital overloaded thing. And then we'll think if we want to do the black bar, I had a black band around this, and that might be nice to do that. But you don't have to. Okay.